Hey guys, this is TheEnder, and this is going to be game number 3 from the match between Piano and Hero from the round of 4, aka the semifinals, from the BCTV Star League Season 1. Alright, so score is tied up 1-1. The map is going to be Blue Storm, and yeah, all set to continue with this best of 5. So as of right now, since it is 1-1, it's really a best of 3. And both players have shown some promise. What have we here? That is an early SCV. I believe it is highly likely we are going to see another 8 packs. Alright, so I should probably introduce the players. So spawning in the upper right position, our red Zerg is going to be Hero. What the? That's not even an 8 racks, that's like a 6 racks. What the hell? Alright, so once again, Hero, red Zerg, upper right position. In the bottom left position, our yellow Terran is going to be Piano. Game number 1, he won it with a, oh, nice. So Piano won game number 1 with an 8 racks, which is, you know, it's as far as Terran rushes go, it's a pretty standard one. This time he's going to make it even faster of a rush, going for a 6 racks. I don't know what the 6 racks is supposed to be better with, but he's going to have a bad day, or at least this game is going to go badly. So Heroes, on the other hand, he's going for a 9 pool, and once again he did that gas trick, and so maybe that's what he did last game and I just wasn't paying close enough attention. Alright, so with a 9 pool, Zerglings are going to be out plenty in time. As you can see, he's saving up larva. It's going to be 6 Zerglings popping all at once. And, yeah, at the time those Zerglings pop, there's going to be 2, maybe 3 Marines max. If they could catch that Overlord, that'd be nice. But the point is, you know, Zerglings, you can produce them so much faster because they come in pairs, and you can save up the larva. So, they're just going to completely overwhelm the Marines. If this Overlord goes down, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Oh man, why is he not turning the Overlord? Wow, that I don't know, that could have been game right there. So you got 3 Marines out versus 6 Zerglings. They're running forward, but they really should not be. The barracks is going to fly home, and it's going to land next to that supply depot, and I believe that might actually make a tight wall. It's not going to be in time, though. So that SCV is going to have to make a new barracks. Alright, I'm not sure if that's a tight wall exactly. Zerglings might be able to just run by there. And they cannot. Oh, but there's only 1 Marine inside, since for some reason there's like a 2 Marine counterattack. And with that Overlord, nothing else was produced for a long time. Alright, so Hero needs to do some drone micro. Oh no, he drilled them in the wrong position. You want to drill them through the Marines so that you can stack on top of them, have them all attack at once. Alright, so our Zerg player is not mining right now. Alright, he's going back. And he misses again! He's only got 6 drones. Alright, he's got some wings coming out, and the wings should clean this up. He's got 6 drones. He wasn't mining for a while. Is he going to lose one? Yes! SQE gets the kill! Alright, he still has 6. I'm not sure what happened. But, yeah, so it looks like his Marines, his Zerglings at the front were, They were pulled off just so that he could micro at home so he didn't lose as much economy. The wall is gone. Looks like the barracks was either cancelled or killed. There's no Marines on the inside. I think the other barracks got home in time, so it is producing more. But it's right now it's just SCVs versus Zerglings. Alright, a single Marine is out. However, the Zerglings are getting the reinforcements. So, alright. Right now, I would not want to be a Terran player. Oh, yeah. Okay, but he's going for a factory follow-up. That is odd. But that being said, it may help him to hold off the Zerglings. All he really needs is a single Vulture, and you can literally micro down a very large number of Zerglings as long as they don't have speed. And that being said, he's actually got a much higher SCV count than our drones, or at least he did. Because, as we saw before, there was only 6 drones left. What is that Marine doing? What is that Marine doing? And why is that SCV attacking the Zerglings? Actually, that SCV got a kill, Hero SCV. Alright, the Vulture is almost done, meaning the Zerglings are pretty soon going to go down. And another one goes down. Alright, Vulture's out. Terran should have stabilized. Actually, that's a pretty nice drone count. It looks like this entire time, in addition to microing the Zerglings, Hero has been making a whole lot of drones. So that's good. He's going to need a sunken at the front. Good. He's making the sunken at the front. Of course, that sunken at the front is for the vulture. Because, of course, you know, Zerglings versus vultures is not pretty. The vulture just kites all day. You know, he runs around, the Zerglings can't catch him. And, you know, and he can kill Zerglings in 2 shots. But with that sunken, he'll do enough damage that the vultures probably won't want to run by. Alright, so Zergling speed is on the way, as is the lair. Very nice drone count for Hero. He's got 2 bases. You know, they're reasonably saturated, and he's got some extra Zerglings, so that if the vultures just try to run by the sunken, the Zerglings will not only block them, they'll do some additional damage. Even though there's 2 vultures, I think it'll be fine. Alright, and he took a free shot from that sunken. Due to damage types, it only took half damage. Whoa! We have a lot of lings. That is a whole lot of lings. So it looks like Zergling speed is going to finish just before the Zerglings get to the Terran base, and he is going to be looking to do some serious damage. That being said, it doesn't look like he's actually going to do anything. The wall has been reestablished. The barracks was floated over and put here. We saw before, it's actually a very nice tight wall. And, so yeah. Oh, he needs to repair, though. You need to repair. Oh, he's not going to repair fast enough. Okay, so... Alright, so we took down the supply depot. But now I think there's enough DPS. Yeah, alright. So there's enough DPS in that wall, behind the wall, so that Zerglings won't be able to get through. We saw Vulture Speed was researching, so he might be thinking about trying to run those Vultures by, now that all the Zerglings are out, and trying to get some drone kills. But it's only 2 Vultures, and they've already taken a little bit of damage. And now there's Hydras out, so it really doesn't look like it's going to happen. But, yeah, so we're in a weird situation. It looks like Piano's just, you know, he's got mech tech, and he's sticking to it. But he's only on 1 base versus a 2-base Zerg. I mean, mech is known for being very cost-effective versus Zerg. But still, I mean, if the Zerg is mining... I say double, but it's really not double, since there's probably really good SCV saturation in Piano's base. Alright, so... Speed has completed. 4 Vultures are going to get all the way into the Zerg main. Hydra's completed, but they ran out. So we are going to see a whole lot of drone kills. The drones immediately transfer down to the natural, where they're going to be more protected by the sunken, although not really protected. 3 drones got left behind, but they're sneaking. They're sneaking around. So that's actually kind of funny that those drones are, you know, just sneaking by. Alright, so the Speedlings are going after the Speed Vultures, and Speed Vultures can be microed against Speedlings. It actually looks like, wow, those Speed Vultures are doing pretty good against them. I mean, you see all the corpses. Hydras have come out, and the Hydras will be able to push them away. Oh, but mines finish. Oh, and there's a mine behind the Hydras! Oh, man! I did not see that coming. I did not realize there were mines on the way. Oh, that's a free drone kill. Hero Vulture, 12 kills. Oh my god. But on the other side, we have lurkers done. Oh, but those lurkers aren't going to be able to get in. There's mines everywhere. So, alright, Hero Zergling killed the Hero Vulture. So there's good SCV saturation on 1 base for Piano, and good drone saturation on 1 base for Hero. Whenever he wants, he can transfer his drones to his main. But right now, he's trying to do a lurker push against Piano. Only problem is there's all these spider mines, and spider mines are just so good against lurkers. Looks like the lurkers are going to be in range to start sieging the bunker. I don't know if he has the Academy in Marine range, and actually once he has the Marine range, I'm not sure if the... Oh no, more Vultures! Killing so many drones. Killing so many drones, and oh no, the drones were transferring into the main, and we saw before, Vultures in the main is just so painful. How is that hatchery still building? That was started like, I don't know, 4 minutes ago. That hatchery should have completed. He must have canceled it. But yeah, so I said before, you know, Terran's not supposed to be able to win from this type of situation. But he's done so much drone killing with the vultures. I mean, vultures are just so efficient versus light units like drones. It's I really want to say he's. I mean, I bet right now Piano's actually outmining Hero just because he's got such a good saturation on that one base. But yeah, I mean, because he has that good saturation, he's going to mine out pretty fast in his main. So that's interesting. That another. Oh no, more vulture harassment. More vulture harassment. More drone casualties. Oh, what? That drone either dodged or has 1 HP remaining. I'm not sure which. Alright, so the lurkers are going to clean up that bunker at the front. They can't get too much closer. 1, because of the missile turret, and 2, because of the mines, and since they have no detection, because that Wraith took out the Overlord. So both players are currently only mining on like 1 base. I would assume that by now, Piano has probably started another command center. But man, why doesn't he just get some Hydras? So it's true, in small numbers, just like versus Dragoons and other things. Oh no! What? Like Hero Lurker survives with 1 HP after taking a mine to the face when already damaged. Yeah, I mean, if Hero would just make, like, 2 Hydras to help against these vultures. Okay, he was saving up resources for mutas. And these mutas might be the game changer he needs. So, of course, vultures can't fire on mutas. I mean, alright, turrets are going down. We can see them. Yeah, because you saw the one turret at the front with the bunker. But now he's making turrets in the main. It's only 4 mutas. It's only 4 mutas. I mean, 4 mutas cannot beat a turret. And that's so few, you really can't micro against it very effectively. A vulture drop coming in the main from that dropship. Hero really needs to just go home and defend. I mean, he's gonna lose more of his drones, and he's got so few. All right, I said so few, but I mean, he got no defense at home. Yeah, all right. So he's rebuilt his drones. He's done a good job rebuilding drones, but he's got no defense. I mean, what we've been seeing is he gets attacked by vultures. He freaks out and makes Zerglings, but Zerglings don't do very good against vultures. So it's like at least they die slightly slower. Alright, so the mutas come home since they can't do anything on the attack, but look at how many drones have gone down. I mean, that was 3 vultures, and they stopped mining for, probably a full 15 seconds. Took out another 5 drones. I mean, Piano's done a really good, cost-effective job with those vultures. Alright, so we saw a second barracks going down. So yes, that is pretty standard, the eventual back tech into Marines. Because, of course, Vulture, or mech in general, mech openings are pretty effective. Actually, is that a second factory? No, it's a science facility. Alright, that's normal. Yeah, so a lot of times you will start out with a mech rush, going for the Vulture, forcing the Sunken, occasionally doing shenanigans with the Vulture drop or Wraiths. But most commonly, since when you go mech, you force your opponent to go for a Muta Hydra against you. Usually you back tech into Marines again once you hit the middle of the game, because Marines are super effective against Hydras and pretty darn good against Mutas. I think that hatchery is slightly off position at the 3rd base for Hero. But yeah, so this is going to be an odd one. He's still on 1 base. I mean, I'm not saying that Hero has a much better economy, and actually Hero's going for, looks like a Doom drop. We saw him getting Overlord drop before, and then he was getting Overlord speed. So he might be going for a Doom drop. But I mean, when you're on 2 bases going for a 3rd base, and your opponent's only on 1 base, hell, forget the attacks, just defend your bases. Alright, so we got 3 barracks, we got the Academy, Science Facility. I mean, the only thing I could possibly guess that, Piano's planning is that he's going to mine out his main, flip the command center over, and take his natural. That's the only thing I can guess. And I'm not saying that's a good or bad strategy, I just really would have expected him to take his natural by now. Unless that missile turret is, like, mannering, it's completely blocking the command center, I don't know. But alright, so we saw the Scourge, they scouted the extra barracks, so rather than going for Hydra Muta, which is the the anti-mech build, we do see Lurkerling being built by Hero. And once again, since he is mining off of a full 2 bases, and he's got good saturation, and he's getting up a third, he does have a very huge economic lead. So alright, he's got about 80 supply. Last we saw, probably Piano's at about 60. Alright, he's almost at 82. Alright, when that first vessel comes out, I'm expecting a push from the Terran. And that push is pretty much going to determine the game. He really needs to take out... Pretty much he needs to take out either like the entire army, or the third, or possibly both, if Piano wants to have a chance at winning. That being said, it is going to be a scary push. He's got a lot of medic marine. He's going to have 3, maybe 4 tanks, and a vessel. I think he's just waiting way too long. I mean, there's all these high ground spots which are great for lurkers. I mean, the lurkers, there's probably 3 lurkers for every tank. I just don't see it working out for Piano the longer he stays in this. And the third base is done, even if it is off center. But alright, 4th base for Hero going up pretty soon. Oh no. Watch out for the mines. But yeah, I guess the problem with pushing out is that since there is, that drop potential, I guess it's possible that Hero could just completely do a Doom drop. And since Piano's only on 1 base, that Doom drop could be like super deadly. Needs to save. Oh, nice irradiate. Nice irradiate. Pull the weakened Muta. That irradiate did a ton of damage. Killed 2 mutas and 2 more that are dark into the red. Hive on the way. So I mean, I'm not sure who's coming out on top. I mean, all right. So the base is mining out, and okay. So the second command center has been made, but I really think that Piano should float his main and take the third and his natural. That's what I'm thinking right now, because I really don't think that he can attack. I mean, he doesn't have enough army to defend too many places, and he's already taken the positioning by the third base. So I think he really just needs to take those 2 bases, and then he'll be on 2. The Zerg will be on 3, maybe 4, but it'll be closer. Small drop force from Piano getting taken out at the 4th base. So the 4th base will go up for Hero. It looks like the natural has just been saturated with SCVs, so chances are that 1 command center got lifted and placed there. Yep, there we go. Alright, and since the main is practically mined out, I really would like to see it floated to the third. But no, alright. The army that was by the third is taking the high ground, and he is going to push across the map. He's currently got the high ground, which is good. Lurkers are on the other side. As long as he keeps his marines out of the lurker fire. Oh, that's just so many lurkers, though, man. Okay, but other things to point out. We saw the hive going down before, so there is a timer here. I mean, that's a whole lot of Zerg reinforcements, but it's not the men that he needs to worry about. It's the Dark Swarms, the hive tech. Once Zerg gets hive tech, Terran usually just loses a ton of position. Alright, so, alright, he needs to retreat. Pull the Marines back. Workers have a nice position on the high ground, but once... It's really rough to run large groups of lurkers into large groups of Terran, because the lurkers only do damage, if they're within range and they can't move while shooting. So you usually have to run up like right in the Terran's face, and so the Terran gets the opportunity to fire on them. But the problem is, once the battle goes on and the frontal tanks are taken out, the Terran can just retreat, and the lurkers are out of range. So it's sort of like, well, you can run the lurkers farther into range or something, but it's suboptimal. Alright, but right there, that battle, I mean, yes, Piano kept his army alive, but there's just so many lurkers, and the hive tech is done, so I would say that this game is not going to go much longer. It looks like Hero's going to take it really soon. Firebats are coming out to counter the Zerglings and Dark Swarm, but the primary army for Piano was whittled down, and there's just not going to be the reinforcement potential, because once again, he's he's effectively on 1 base, and he's going against a 4-base Zerg. I mean, 4 base versus 1 base. It doesn't matter what you're playing. All right, there we go. GG. All right, so here is going to take game number 3, and it's going to be up 2-1 going into the game 4. Let's see who wins.